Hello lovebirds, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day I am bleaching my brows. So this is not the first time for me. I've had bleached brows from October of 2018 until May of this year, 2019. And then I dyed them back because I was going on holiday. But I kind of feel like I want to have bleached brows again. So we're doing it today. I've asked you if you would want to drop all your questions on my IG stories. So I'll be getting to all of your questions later on. But first up, let's get started with this whole process. This is my tiny little kit of bleach stuff. So let's get through that first. First up, I've got a little bit of Elisabeth Arded. Now you can also use Vaseline, but it is to protect the skin around the brows, because if you leave bleach on for a little too long, it can give you a chemical burn. Next up, blue bleach powder. And blue because it gets rid of most of the yellow tones in your brows. Then I've got a developing fluid, which is a 6% developer. I've got throwaway spoolie to apply everything. And then this, my favorite, Schwarzkopf silver shampoo. Oh, one thing you'll also need is cellophane foil. And I'll explain to you guys why later on. Alright, I've got a little bowl. I wish I had a smaller one here, but I don't. I'm in the studio. So what I'm going to do is deposit a little bit of the blue bleach powder and a little bit of the 6% developer in the bowl. Now, I've got a little bit too much in the bowl, but it is a very big bowl, so I'm just going to wing it. Then I'm going to grab the 6% developer, and what you want to do is mix on a 1-to-1 ratio and then try to see if you can get a yogurt-like texture. I'm going to use that throwaway spoolie to mix it all together. This must be a great sound. There you have a spoolie. Now, this is slightly too thick, but I'm going to keep it that way because it will make sure that the bleach doesn't drip into my eyes. Now, I've just washed my face, so my skin is entirely clean. Make sure that it is clean and grease-free, because anything greasy on the brow hairs will not bleach. Now, to protect the skin around the brows, I'm going to grab a little bit of that Elisabeth Arded 8-hour cream, and I'm just going to create a border where I want the bleach to go. Now I have quite a lot of peach fuzz around my brows, but especially, you know, here I've had some blemishes. I want to protect those against the bleach, but I do want to give it a wide perimeter because otherwise all the little fuzzies will not bleach with the rest of the regular brow. Again, this is just to protect the more fragile parts of your eyes. I'm actually so excited to get this done again because it gives you so much creative freedom to have no brows or bleached brows. Alright, so we've got our bleach ready. Now, the longer you leave it out, the foamier it's gonna get. I'm gonna grab a tissue just in case, and then I'm gonna soak my brows all the way in the bleach, giving it a good back and forth. But I want to make sure that I grab onto the root as much as possible. And because I have quite thick brows and I've got quite a lot of hair there, I want to make sure I grab every single piece and part of that brow. If you've never done this before, please make sure to wear something old. I'm wearing all leather, so I'm not that scared of anything falling down. But if you are not so handy with this, Please wear something old. There you go. Now, you're going to grab some cellophane foil, and the cellophane foil has 2 reasons. Now, first, it's going to make sure that you don't have to worry about the bleach falling onto anything or causing any harm or distress. And secondly, because it keeps the heat in. Now, bleach works faster when it is warm. So, you're just going to grab a little bit of that cellophane. No, that's a little wonky. And you're just going to keep that on for a little bit. Now that we've got the cellophane foil on, I'm going to put a timer on of 10 minutes because after 10 minutes I just want to check where we are and if we need to do a new batch and put that on or just to leave it where it is. I'm going to put a timer on and then I'm going to get to all of your questions. Is it possible to make them a bit lighter? I have black brows and light brown hair. Of course you can, but I wouldn't advise such a slight difference of color change to do that yourself. I would go to a brow salon and ask them to bleach your brows for you. How often did you bleach your brows? Well, the first time always takes a little bit longer, so probably do it once every 2 weeks. So I can catch the brow root coming through. In the meantime, I use Kat Von D brow pomade in Bleach, which is perfect to just give them that ultra bleached look, and use it as a brow gel. Can you dye them back easily, or would that require a specific brow color dye? Well, I actually use normal hair dye. I use the Cellophane 5 and 7, which are very natural shades, to dye back my brows, again with a 6% developer. But you know, I'll show you once I decide to dye them back again, and I'll make a tutorial of that. Are your eyebrow hairs any different after thinner or anything? Well, I feel that the hairs are a little bit more soft, which is weird because you're bleaching them, which makes them drier. But they do feel a little bit more soft. But other than that, if you do it the right way, it should not cause harm to your hair at all. Is it going to make your brow hair dry, and will it turn back to the natural color in the meantime? Well, if you bleach your brows the way I do, there is no color left in them. The only thing you can do is either dye them back to a natural shade or to let them grow out, which can take quite a while, so I prefer to dye them back. Does your hair fall off if the bleach is left for too long? Yes, that can happen. That is why I'm giving you guys a timer. So first 10 minutes, and if everything is okay, you can leave it on for another 15 minutes, but no more than 25 minutes in total. If you leave the bleach on for too long or use a too strong developer, it can cause a chemical burn to your skin, and it can cause your brow hairs to fall out or to break off. So please be careful if you start this process. Can you use regular makeup for brows to make them look normal again? Yes, in fact you can, especially if you have products like the Anastasia Dip Brow Eyebrow Gel, or if you have the Benefit Gimme Brow brow gel, which are great options if you want to give them a little bit of color throughout the day. The only thing I would recommend, because bleached hair take on pigment like no other, is to use something like Derma Shield to protect your brow hairs from any pigment seeping into your brow hairs. Would you bleach them in order to dye them a different color, or just keep them ultra blonde? Well, in my case, I want them to be practically invisible, so I'm gonna keep them as blonde as I can. This is a good question. Does it hurt? No, not at all. I think you guys would see it if it would hurt me. But no, there might be a slight itchy feeling, but that's it. I would recommend to go for a 3% or a 6% developer, because if you do go to that 12% developer, it can get a little bit stingy and it can burn a little bit. Once you feel like it's starting to burn, take it off immediately because that means something is going wrong. How often do you need to do touch-ups? So once my brows are bleached, I do a touch-up each 2 weeks. 2 weeks because every week would be too detrimental to my brows. Very uncomfortable, high maintenance. So I do it every 2 weeks to just lift up the brow roots. So I do it for 5 minutes only, and that's it.
1 eternity later.
So it's been about 10 minutes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gently going to take off the cellophane, and as you can see, we are getting to a great point. Now these parts are beautifully orange. I'll zoom in for you guys and for myself so I can see. So at this point, we are at a quite warm stage. So at this point, they are not light enough for me. Especially here on this side, you can definitely see that there's a darker part here and that it's quite gingery in tone. So I'm gonna leave it on for an extra 15 minutes and add a little bit of new brow bleach.
15 minutes later.
Alright, so I've just taken off the cellophane foil. Now let's see how bleached they are. Beautiful. Make sure you remove each and every last bit of that bleach from your skin before continuing. Now remember to be very delicate with your skin because at this point it is very sensitive and a lot more fragile than when you haven't put bleach on it. As you can see, it still has quite a bit of a yellow tinge to the hair. So what we're going to do now is grab that silver shampoo and we're going to put it in dry and leave it on for about 15 more minutes. Now you can try a toner, you can try a ash kind of dye for your hair, but for me this has worked the best over the last few years that I've been bleaching brows on set or on myself, so I keep it to what I know, and it is easy and cheap. Now the violet in the shampoo will make sure that it removes the yellow tinge and tone from your eyebrows. Now you just need a little tiny drop for this. I'm going to put a little bit of cellophane foil on top, not because it's necessary, but because it keeps the rest of my face clean. So pretty again.
Many minutes later.
Now, final stage is done. Important again to clean it thoroughly, but let's see how it turned out. Now for me this is perfect. There is still a little bit of a yellow tinge in there, but by washing it with the silver shampoo every day I'll get rid of that. This was it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please pop them down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!